Hey everybody. Hello. This is Kathy from Reimagined Surfaces, and I am coming to you from the Ozarks in Arkansas, Mountain Home, Arkansas, via Southern California. But now I'm an Arkansas girl. Hi Leslie. Oh, hello Miss Lillian. Hello. Hi Renee. Okay, hopefully this is going to go good. I'm excited, and what I'm really excited about is I found my Bob Ross shirt. Can you guys see that? And the letters are actually in the right, they're not backwards. Ever make mistakes in life? Oh yeah. Hi Renee. We all make mistakes in life. What's the punchline? We all make mistakes.
Turn them into little birds.
Turn them into little birds. Yeah, birds or trees. Anyway, I'm glad you're here, and I just want hello Christine. I just wanted to find out where you guys are joining me from. Hi Candy. I know, I'm so excited. I lost this shirt, and Greg found it for me, like in my drawer. I looked in my drawer. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad. So are y'all familiar with Bob Ross? Of course. So he does have quite a few famous lines, but what I didn't know about Bob Ross is that when he did his show on PBS, he did not take a dime for it. And I used to make fun of Bob Ross. I used to make fun of just the way he did things and his art. But you know, I watched a PBS special about Bob Ross, and I was just totally blown away. That guy had such a heart, and he was such a servant to want to teach people and bring people art in their realm. So I love Bob Ross. And I had another one, and I've actually ran across a YouTube video where an art teacher at the end of their semester, they would have to wear Bob Ross wigs and go through a whole training of have a video and paint to his techniques. Anyway, so here I am in the heart of the Ozarks, Mountain Home, Arkansas, via California. And I am happy to be here, and I am happy to be representing Miss Lillian's No Wax Chalk Paint, because let me tell you, hi Kelly, let me tell you, I have gone, and Renee knows this because we did it together, we tried out, I think, 4 different paint lines, and we chose Miss Lillian's, actually for many reasons. She has awesome colors, and being that I am a mixed media artist as well, I am just amazed at what she has available for us as artists. So that's why I'm doing this video tonight. And I love painting furniture. Don't get me wrong, I love painting furniture with Miss Lillian's. I do it all the time. In fact, I am standing here in my kitchen. I don't know, I'm not used to this backwards thing. I'm standing here in my kitchen, and I've done pretty much, we built a little 800, okay, yes, we've done a little 800 square foot home, and I did a lot of the finish work in Miss Lillian. So what I want to tell you guys, oh, Greg is ahead of the camera, so he's showing my lights. Oh my gosh. Okay, so what I want you guys to do, and okay, he's got to straighten this because, okay, what I want you guys to do is I want you to please like, comment, and share for a chance to win an 8-ounce jar, maybe not this color, but an 8-ounce jar of Miss Lillian's No Wax Chalk Paint, and you will adore it. So anyway, you can see all the paint choices I'm going to be using tonight, believe it or not. And what I want to focus on is, my painting. I started this in the fall, and actually it was on the cusp of winter, and I love flower gardens. I love flowers. I love zinnias, and these are This is actually a photo of a zinnia that I actually have had the printer print off. He printed the wrong one off, but that wasn't the reference. But I'm going to do it in a little just a little bit of tweaking, because why do flowers have to look exactly like this? Because you could take a photo. So I'm going to do a little bit of abstract look here. So I did this painting, and what I did was I prepared it at first with a midnight. This is a beautiful color. Actually, this is what's in my cabinet. So it's midnight and a little bit of enchanted night. And so I prepared this as a background, and you can see these are all the colors I've used in there, guys. So don't be afraid of color. And I want to show you my inspiration real quick. And so I found this in Better Homes and Gardens, and this was my color palette. Hey, Miss Lillian's, you awesome company that is so supportive of your retailers. Don't you just love this color palette? And you can see this throughout my house, this color palette. And I love how it's entitled Color Me Happy. So I'm using a lot of that and more. So, but what I'm going to be doing tonight is some magic stuff. I am going to be using Metalsmith, the product Metalsmith. Now Metalsmith, these are all the metallic colors, and they're just not metallics. What they have is they have the actual particles. For instance, oh, I didn't write copper. That's copper. So actually, I want to show you what they do when you add the activator. These metallic products, we've got bronze, copper, iron, lapis, mesa sky, malachite, and mercury.
Don't touch that if it's got mercury in it.
Don't touch it if it's got mercury, my husband says. No, it's dry. So anyway, I want to show you what they do. For instance, this is bronze. Now I'm going to give you a little taste of what bronze does with a little bit of turquoise and green applicator. This is the green, and that's a turquoise. So see how it changes it? And you can see this right here is a lot of what I have used. You can see it's like, and we're going to be doing some stenciling. I'm going to reveal the bottom of it a little bit. So all of this is some Metalsmith, and I've let it drip, and it kind of reminded me of rain. I will show you another color. Now this color, I'm sorry for this bottle. I guess I like malachite because it's well used. I'm not really good with my paints. So this is the malachite sample, and I think I might use a lot of this.
That looks like my radio.
That looks like Greg's radio that I use all the time, I guess he says. No, I cleaned it. I cleaned it with... Okay, now this is... Can you believe that this will actually turn into this using the activator? So isn't that pretty? In fact, I think I'm going to highlight these flowers with this just because I just love the pop. Now, okay, so you see orange and you see blue. Keep in mind that those are complementary colors, and they really pop when you put complementary colors side by side. Okay, so we have Mesa Sky. Now this is red, okay? So look at this. Look what it does when you put the activator on the Metalsmith. And I will be demonstrating that. And what else do we have? Ooh, lapis. Okay, look at that. It's just a very, very pretty blue that comes about when you add the activator. So doesn't that look pretty against that? So I'm excited. It'll be hard to choose what I'm actually going to do. So we did the bronze, copper. Now we all know what patinaed copper looks like. It turns, real copper turns turquoise when you leave it out in the rain and the weather, and that's exactly what this does, and it does it fast. You don't have to, it doesn't have to sit out there in the weather. So, okay, so that's copper with, that is the turquoise activator and the green activator. I don't know if you can see that. So, okay, what else do we have? Oh, we have some rusty goodness. And I will show you another painting that I actually used the rust. And I love this. Now this is also something that, you know, you would leave your metal tin roof out or tin pieces out in the rain, and this is naturally what occurs, but it takes a while to do that. But with iron, you can get this look like immediately, honestly. So it's kind of right before your eyes. So, okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of add to this painting. And I have a palette here. I don't know if you could see this palette. This is my palette. Greg is kind of messing with my camera just to show you. So I've got Midnight, I've got Cinnamon, I've got Merlot, I've got, what is this? This is Candy Cranberry. It's a fun color. I've got Bella's Coral, I've got Orange or Marmalade, and I've got Enchanted Night. So, but I'm just going to kind of see how I've drawn here on my, let's see. You could either use a watercolor pencil or you can use a chalk pencil, because this will just fade away. So I kind of rounded these edges because zinnias have more rounded edges than pointed, and it's pretty cool. So make sure you like and share, because you really want a chance to win some of this. It's fun, great paint, let me tell you. So what I'm going to do, let's see, I'm needing to highlight. I've thought about this because I didn't when I started this painting. And one thing that's wonderful about Miss Lillian's is you can blend really nicely. I love this paint. I never thought I would use this for artwork, but it's great. So, actually I'm going to get and one of our gals, Kim, she taught how to do some blending. So you could actually use the same techniques not only on a canvas, but you can use it, you could actually use it on furniture. So see how I'm kind of highlighting this. And I'm going to take a little bit, a little bit of cinnamon and a little bit of the candied cranberry, and I'm just going to blend it. This blends so beautifully. It really does. So I want to show you the picture. Where'd the picture go? Picture. No, the picture of my, I don't know where it went, but anyways, I just wanted to show you, here it is. Okay, see the shadows? The shadows in the zinnia. So I wanted to create more shadow in here, and what that will do is actually make the edge of this pop. So as you know, it just, hi Terry, and Terry is an artist. So Terry actually just finished her cabinets in Miss Lillian's chalk paint. She's a friend of mine from California, and so I'm just kind of darkening this, and just to kind of make it pop. So right where you have your shadow, I got a bunch of new brushes today because I'm really hard on my brushes, so okay, so I'm just going to add a little light there.
Yeah, puffy little clouds.
Puffy little clouds, that's
Little
right.
clouds.
That's what Bob Ross says. He says puffy little clouds,
Make you smile.
trees.
That make you feel good.
Greg is mimicking Bob Ross. He's really good at that. Okay, so of course time constraints because I have a lot to show you guys, but I just wanted to, wow, we got to add some of this marmalade. Isn't that pretty? That marmalade. So anybody that's coming on a little bit late, just know that if you like, share, and comment, you have a chance to win an 8 ounce of Miss Lillian's. So, okay, so I'm going to use a little of this. See, there's a little bit of this orange marmalade up here. And
That's a nice back of your head there.
that's a nice back of my head.
Yes,
Greg
it looks
says.
real nice. Just a happy head.
You know, he's really being a goofball, huh,
Yeah.
Renee? You're used to that, aren't you?
Move that away a little bit.
Okay, Greg says move this way a little bit. That's why he's here. He's giving me directions because I'm directionally challenged. Honestly, I'm directionally challenged. So I'm just adding some bits of some marmalade, which is a really bright, beautiful orange. And you know, I never liked orange, but after when I started working on this house, my thoughts for this house, I just decided orange is going to be a major part in our house. And this marmalade and orange glad are great colors to use. Orange glad is on our front door, and it's the front door paint, which is awesome. And I don't know what the neighbors think, but I don't care.
I saw bees on it today.
Greg saw bees on it today.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
Well,
so,
yeah.
Oh my gosh. So anyway, I'm just kind of just touching it here and there, just where you can see the highlights. But anyway, I'm going to let that dry. Of course, you know, I'm not going to do the whole painting one night. You know, Rome was not built in a day. Either was a, you know, a painting. Painted. This is actually many layers, but just so that you know, you don't have to be an artist. Hi, Janet. You don't have to be an artist to do something like this. Just, I want you to be able to know that you can play with this and have fun, okay? And I'm going to show you the next step using stencils. So just rest assured, you don't have to be an artist to, you know, have fun with this. So I'm going to take this down and we're going to change directions real quick. Don't forget to like and share, because you definitely, Janet, you love Bob Ross. Oh, good. And thank you for liking and sharing. Thank you very much. So at the end of this video, we will announce a winner. I just want you to know that if you go on Miss Lillian's website, you possibly can find a retailer in your area. And if you can't, then she has a website, and I just want you to know that they have the most awesome customer service. So just so that you know that. Hi from Montana. Hi, Mert. Montana, are you cold out there? We actually had 80-degree weather here in the Ozarks, and our dogwoods and redbuds are blooming, and it's beautiful. So I'm going to let that be, and I'm going to turn it around, and we're going to do some demo on some stencils. So Greg's, my little handy guy, is going to, and I am going to turn my little pad on just to make sure. There's always technical stuff, isn't there? Always. Okay, I'm just glad I got my words right. So here we go. We are looking at Miss Lillian's No Wax chalk paint, and I should be seeing the live here on my, here we are. Oh my gosh, no, that's Renee's live video. Well, heck, there I am. Am I there? There I am. Okay. So, okay, now can you see what we have here? This is actually, let me change it around for you, because there's actually a front or a top. Okay, that's what it looks like. Great, so you guys are seeing it. Good, awesome. So I've actually prepared this, and you can see what I've done here is used a lot of the iron and rust, but actually there's many layers to this, and that's where you just have to know that you're gonna have fun with this. So what I have done is I've actually used a stencil. I troweled on another one of my go-to products, and that is Texture Magic. I troweled it through a stencil, and then I applied the Metalsmith. So, and I will show you that right now. So I just didn't feel that it was ready. I just didn't feel that it was done. And I started looking and deciding what I would like to do. And I found another stencil. Can you see this? Okay, so, but I only want to use half of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place it here, but I'm going to use a spray adhesive, okay? Spray it all over my kitchen. Okay, so I'm going to place it right here, and I'm going to mix up some Texture Magic, and I'm going to trowel it through here, okay? So let's see, I think what I want to do is, I will show you. This is the Texture Magic, And Renee did a video. If you go back, she did a video that is actually talks about Texture Magic. And what I want you to know is this is awesome and something I discovered today. I mixed Texture Magic with the Metalsmith and amazing, it worked. Okay, but right now I'm going to mix it with a little, I just feel like there needs to be a little bit of turquoise here, and I don't have a I don't have a screwdriver. A knife. I need a knife so I can open this Texture Magic. So Greg's getting, you think you have all the tools that you need, and okay, because I haven't opened this. Actually, I don't need to open this. Sorry, babe. I have some in my handy little container here, but that is Texture Magic. It is a white powder, and when mixed with a Miss Lillian's paint, it's amazing. It's amazing stuff. Okay, Greg says I'm not under the camera. So it's amazing stuff, and I want to show you how it works. And I am not, it's like cooking. I'm not really a person that measures, you know, like to the T, but I'm just going to put a little bit here in my bowl. It's usually about half and half, and the color I want to use is, I'm going to use Venice. Okay, with Miss Lillian's, you like to shake it up. There's a little marble in there, and it mixes up all that goodness, okay? And I'm going to add it to my Texture Magic. I might have to use more Texture Magic. Kind of came out. So I'm going to mix it up. So sometimes you can mix it a little bit thicker. Are you seeing it, babe, in the camera? Mm-hmm. There's a little delay here for some reason. So I'm getting Texture Magic powder all over my painting, but no big deal. So I'm going to mix it up so all the white part is dissolved. This is a go-to product. Let me tell you, it's amazing when you have a piece, like a piece of furniture that maybe has some missing veneer or some scratches that are just too deep and messed up. This stuff saves your furniture in more ways than one. Okay, I've got my mom over here watching me. She wonders if she should applaud. I said, that's okay, Mom, you don't have to applaud. So so I'm going to actually trowel it through our stencil. Okay, you seeing that okay, guys? Mm-hmm. I'm thankful that my husband's here monitoring the camera because there's a little bit of delay. Okay, so here we go. And now when you use Texture Magic, for instance, on a canvas like I showed you on this, what you normally do is you will use a chip brush and kind of let it set up a little bit. In fact, what I might do is do the easy quick setup with my little vintage. And then I'm going to take a chip brush. The nastier the chip brush, the better, but I guess I'll just use one that's okay. So I'm just going to stipple it, okay? And that will create a little bit of texture. And a lot of times you can leave it and then let it dry a little bit, and then you will take another chip brush and kind of drag it down so to create texture. So I'm going to pull it off. Voila! I think that was the right color. You think?
Yes.
So I think that was the right color. So so any of you that use Miss Lillian's paints, what is your favorite color? And if you have used there you are. Whoa, he's making people dizzy. Anyway, so have any of you used the Metalsmith products? Maybe you feel too intimidated. Well, don't worry, it's really fun. You just play with it. I'm looking for my little stencil. Okay, Greg is okay. Here we go. My husband has this thing about cars. Hi, Chastity. Hi, Chastity. Okay, I don't know why. He just really feels like he's got to drive through my video. I am looking for my little stencil that I want right here. Where's my little one? Oh, I'm not seeing it. Here it is. Okay, so we have a little one, a little stencil. And rather than taping a stencil, I really feel like this is easier. Hi, Deb from Florida. Are you hot down there, or how's it going down there? Yeah, he's hilarious. He keeps things interesting around here. So, okay, so I've sprayed. It's like, well, it is a pretty cute car. Okay, so I'm gonna, okay, Mr. Cameraman, I need this to go down. Okay, he's just like having fun. So I'm gonna put this little stencil, but I'm gonna do something different on this one. I'm not gonna use Texture Magic. I'm going to use, I think I'm gonna use copper. Copper. Oh, you know what? I'm not gonna use copper. I'm gonna use mercury. Okay, that's interesting. Mercury kind of blended in. So I'm just gonna brush it on. Now with the Metalsmiths, you what happens is you want to do one coat.
I like that.
That is pretty, huh? It almost looks like a paint pour. So you want to use one coat and let it dry completely. And then you're going to add a second coat before applying the patina. So just gonna brush it on real quick here. Leave it, and it's gonna dry while I go to the next thing. It's kind of like a cooking show, isn't it? So, okay. So what we're going to do is, actually, I am going to brush on some copper up here. So, because I want to, okay, we need to do this.
Oh.
Greg is just so enthralled with what I'm doing that he's not, okay. Hello, Sophia.
Wait, here we
Okay.
go. Okay.
Okay, so here we go. We
Okay,
are
here we
back
go.
over to the big
here
canvas.
we
I'm
go.
sorry if he's making you dizzy.
Sorry.
It's not his fault. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to add a little of the copper in areas. How you doing, Mom?
Fine.
Good.
Let Greg go back and watch it.
Yeah. So on the areas that I didn't do the highlights, I just want to add just a little bit of interest. And of course, I am not done. Okay, for those that have come on, I just want to reiterate that you can, if you like and share and comment, you will be entered into a drawing to receive
Thousands and thousands of dollars.
Actually, we're just gonna give you a
Can of paint.
an 8 ounce can, so which is good container.
It's good. Goes a long ways.
It really does. Speaking of, it goes a long ways. Miss Lillian's, why don't you tell them how far it goes? Thank you very much, Mert. So I don't know. Okay, so I'm just kind of dabbing here and there, and you can see. Shoot, I might add another color. Heck, you know, I'm not committed to this. Sometimes if you're just more free and not committed to it being perfect, it actually works out better. You're just having fun. So I'm going to get some of that mercury. I don't know, I'm obsessed with that mercury. Plus.
Gonna mess your children up.
Okay, so I'm just adding, now that looks kind of weird, doesn't it? The silver in the midst of that. So thank you, Jackie, for sharing. Okay, so I'm just gonna, and you don't have to use a brush. I actually have a sea sponge here. You can dab on if you want it to be a little bit more, it's gonna be crazy, but just remember that however this works out, you can always cover it. So I'm going to do a stencil down here, so another stencil. So, but what I want to do is I'm going to blow dry this thing that's below me. You don't have to show them blow drying, just blow drying.
Fascinating.
Now,
Okay.
when I put my second coat on, that is when you want to add your activator, okay? So, boy, I'm glad I got new brushes today. I'm just using up them all. There goes the blow dryer. Okay, so I'm just adding another layer. Now, while it's wet, I don't know, this was hard to get used to, but while it's wet, I am going to use my activator. And I'm going to use a turquoise activator, okay? So it's pretty wet there. Okay. Now I have my green, okay. Rusty, why is that there? Okay. This is the turquoise. That must be the turquoise. So I'm going to, yes, I had to, this is the turquoise. I had to, my little spray bottle. One thing, if you get this, just keep your sprayers clean. So I'm just gonna.
Not like my radio.
No, not like your radio.
Yeah, keep my radio clean.
Oh, complainer.
Not at all.
Complainer. So I'm just gonna dab this in here, and we're gonna set that aside, and we're gonna watch that patina a little bit. We've got some texture magic in here. Oh, dry. I'm just gonna brush it off. So, but you can see the rust. You can see, actually there's some gilding jewels, which I'm going to show you as well. So we're going to set this aside and let it do its thing.
Okay.
And I'm going to show you something else. Okay?
Okay.
While that dries. So what I have here, you guys, is these are really, I do this as a class, an altered book class. And what I do is I actually, hello, Timeless Gypsy. I love that name, Carla. These are books that you just get at the thrift store. And I paint them with Uncle Jeff's swamp mud. And I really, this is like my go-to product. I use it for everything, and my saying is, when in doubt, swamp it out. So this is a book, and I do a class where we do an altered book class, and we do we put some molds on it. We do some patina. I had another one which I couldn't find. It actually had you could actually cut out words, being that it's mixed media. You can use cutout papers. You can use Heike. Okay, and you can put some molds on, and but this is the one that I worked on the other day. What was cool about this, and I'm going to, does the texture magic make the, yes, it does. That's the most amazing thing. It does make the, if you see the other painting, this right here, this is actually raised. This has a raised effect to it, so it's wonderful for that. Really great for that. And this, the one that I just did, you could see it's like the consistency of like a brownie batter. So it is definitely raised. So this book, this altered book, I used all of the colors in here, the patina colors. But what I did, and I was trying to figure out if this was going to work, and it did. I used the Texture Magic mixed with the actual Metalsmith metallic paints, and it did its thing. Okay, so, and then I'll show you another fun product is gilding jewels to highlight these. But these are really great. You can, as you can see, you can tie them together with some twine and put them on your bookshelf. There's so much you can do with these. Honestly, they're fun. People love this class.
You can read them too.
You can read them too, unless you paint the pages. So I'm going to show you a little bit of, actually, I'm going to take this book right here that I have prepared with swamp mud, and I'm going to show you a little bit of the Texture Magic mixed with the Metalsmith metallic. Okay?
Make sure it's not a library book.
It's not a library book. This is, I've gone to the thrift store and I happened upon this deal of the day where she was letting go of library books for 25 cents. I did not tell her what I was going to do with them. I wasn't going to read them. Although some, actually, I kept to read because there were some good books. Okay, so here we go. I have, what is this? You think I would try, and I keep going for this Mercury. I wonder if I should use, let's try some Mesa Sky, okay? I'm going to change directions here.
Mercury?
Yeah, I'm not going to do Mercury because I've showed that. So I'm going to use Mesa
It'll
Sky.
make your children look weird.
Okay, Mesa Sky. I am looking for Mesa Sky. Where is my Mesa Sky? Okay. Greg? Okay, Greg. You are stealing the show with that darn car of yours. Okay? So make sure you shake it up real good because you want to mix up all of the metals that are in here so they could do their thing, okay? So I'm gonna use a little Mesa Sky, and it's such a apropos name because it actually looks like the sunset when you paint it on. I mean, sometimes I've used it and it gets purples. That's strange, and I actually like even just the pure metallic coming out because they're such pretty colors. So remember, like and share, guys, so you can get a jar. Enter to get a
vacation
jar.
to Italy.
Okay, I think you could tell my husband is a comedian. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna make it a little bit thicker. So this is the Metalsmith Mesa Sky mixed with Texture Magic, and see, it's kind of like red brownie looking, okay? It's a red velvet cake, okay? So I got a chip brush, and all I'm going to do is I'm brushing it on, and I'm stippling it. I'm going to show you a little trick here, and you could actually add different colors like the book I did, and I want to show you a trick that's kind of fun, okay? So what I got is a wallpaper brush, okay? So all I'm going to do is I'm going to drag this through, and it actually gives it a little bit more texture, horizontally and vertically, okay? So we're going to let that dry a little bit.
That makes it look like linen.
It does make it look like linen. I do a linen finish that actually works out pretty. So let's see. I think I could add more copper onto our painting. Boy, my brushes are really, I'm going through my brushes
Brush your
like
teeth.
wildflower
You
fire.
are.
Okay, so I'm going to get some copper.
Yeah.
Okay. One thing I have a bad habit of is just dipping my brush into the jar. You want to pour the jar out because you don't want to contaminate it. And each time you use it, make sure you shake it up because it's got precious metals in there that need to be mixed up. You know,
Mercury.
I actually had a pair of gloves to put on. I don't do gloves. I don't do pedicures either, or manicures. So I tried. It doesn't work. So I'm going to do a little bit of, would you like to put the lid on that? Okay. I'm going to bring it up again. Sorry, guys, for the dizzy. He's falling down on his job.
That's my job.
Okay, so I'm going to add just a second coat.
Ooh, nice back of your head. Oh,
Sorry,
great. Yeah.
I'm really bad at that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay. Think Bob Ross.
Bob Ross, yeah. I need an afro like Bob Ross. I think
He
that-
hated his afro,
Yeah, he did. He did not like his afro.
but it became his trademark.
Yes,
and
it
so
was
he-
his trademark. So he kept on because people knew him as someone that had the afro. So okay, so I've added a second coat of the copper, and I'm also going to add a second coat of the mercury. Mercury. That's a hard word.
Okay, look at that back of that head. He's pretty.
Sorry, my head
He's
is in
pretty.
the way.
It's
Sorry.
pretty. Just pretty happy little heads in the back of that.
Great.
Okay, so we've got some mercury going here. Okay, and you know, I will probably do more colors. Now that is wet, so I'm going to clear the space here and we're going to put it down here. Hi Katie, how are you? And where are you from? Kathy Schreiber. Hi Kathy. Okay, let me make some room for this painting because we don't, actually it's not a big deal to spray it vertically because you get some drips, but I didn't cover the floor, so I'm going to take this baby and bring it down off of the easel. And so now Greg is going to okay, now he is going to put it down. I've got green and I've got turquoise, so I'm just going to spritz it while it's still a little wet. This is a weird spritzer. It doesn't want to. Here we go. Okay, and we're going to add a little turquoise to the copper. It's kind of juicy right now. Probably should have, and I'm going to kind of mop it up. Now, all of you that have come on, just be sure that you like and share. Okay, we're at 40 minutes now. So if you want me to hush up, Miss Lillian's, I will hush up, okay? So that is going to do its thing, okay? I'll do that one later. I am going to, sometimes you can actually hasten it a little bit with a blow dryer. Probably what I'll have to do is I will probably have to share with you the patination process. Starting a little bit in some areas.
Yeah, probably should bake a cake, a pre-bake on a cake.
Well,
Pull it out of the oven like
I
this.
did pre-bake it with other items.
Look at that. This is what we just did.
Okay. So I'm going to actually on this one. This is still. I'm gonna put a little bit of the mercury on here. And you'll be surprised, you know, sometimes it reacts right away and other times you have to just take some time. And I'm gonna add a little bit of green patina activator. I'm gonna blot it off. I'm actually gonna pull this. Oh. Kind of bled through, but that's okay. What I probably will do with this is go back over it with the stencil and just use Miss Lillian's paint and define it more. But it's okay. You know what? Just like Bob Ross says, it's just happy mistakes. Right?
There's no mistake.
There's no mistake. Honestly.
There's just happy blotches of paint.
Happy blotches of paint. So it's already turning. You see it turn? What I should have done is pulled the stencil and then sprayed it on. But that's okay, because I'll go back over it and kind of highlight it with a little of Miss Lillian's turquoise. You see, it's already showing the patina. I don't know if you could tell. Can you tell here?
Oh, I'm trying to find it here. There we are.
Okay, it's starting to do its thing. Do you see the turquoise in there? And so what I'll do is it'll be kind of a background to the same stencil, and I will lay the stencil down, and actually it could very well might be dry enough to do that. So okay, let's see. Oh, I mentioned Easter eggs. Do you guys see these Easter eggs? This as well was using a patina process with the copper and the turquoise. So, but what I want to show you is another wonderful thing Miss Lillian's can do using Lackluster, which is this product right here. This product right here, Lackluster, is a sealer, and this is a flat sheen. What I have here is a Lackluster satin, and you can actually do some decoupage. And I do these every Easter, and if you go to Walmart like after Easter, these things are 50 cents a box, and they are so much fun. And I collect little napkins, okay? I love these napkins. I wish I could find more of them. But all I'm gonna do, let me get a clean brush. I'm not putting any of my brushes in the water. That's really bad. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to brush a little Miss Lillian's Lackluster, which is our sealer. And I use Lackluster on just about everything because this is satin, which is fine for an egg. And all I'm going to do is lay it over, okay? I'm gonna get that
Oopsie, oopsie.
Sorry.
There we go.
Okay, so all I'm going to do is lay it over so it sticks, and it's okay if it's wrinkled. And then I'm going to just brush back over it. And people just love these little eggs. And then if you have spots that are like missing, you just pull off a little bit more, okay?
I'm gonna have to go steal some more Mackins.
I got these at a gift shop, and I just collect them.
Boy, does she.
Yeah,
Everything.
My granddaughter.
Doorknobs.
My granddaughter says Mimi's Barn of Wonders, and I call it my Barn of Horrors. And my excuse is always it's for my mixed media. But
That's why I saved tires, so you didn't like them.
Okay, so do you see the bird? So that is just really easy. And you see this blank spot? Can you hold this?
No.
He can't hold it.
I'm not gonna hold
I'm just gonna rip off
I gotta
a
touch
little,
the camera. Look like my
a
radio.
little piece. Okay, so I'm just gonna rip off a little piece and make sure it doesn't have a straight edge. I'm just gonna lay it on there, just like that. Brush it on, and you have a really cute little decoupage egg. Now when it dries, I will probably just go back and just give it a little bit more sheen. Okay, put that, I'll lay that down here.
Yeah.
So what I want to do, so it sticks to it. What I want to do is show you another product that I just think is wonderful, and that's a go-to product, and that is a gilding jewel. I think I'm going to, we have so many colors of gilding jewels. You know there's over 150 colors of paint that Miss Lillian has. But I'm going to use, this is emerald. I'm just going to touch it with a little bit of emerald. Gilding jewels is wonderful for, my hands are really getting gunked up. Maybe I'll use some gold. It's easier. So gilding jewels is really wonderful for highlighting, and I have had these forever, and you just don't use very much of it. Very little, but see how that highlights this mold? And this is gold, and you can add a little bit, you know, to the main body of it, because the texture that was created with this Okay, see, I've just taken my finger. Look at me. I'm a mess. I know. So,
Like that.
isn't that pretty?
Mm-hmm.
So this is just, so if you have furniture, this is great to highlight little, wonderful little delicate areas of your furniture. Okay, so I'm gonna pull it up.
Mm-hmm.
So this is our altered book. Hi, Carrie. Hi. Okay, yes, Gilding Jewels. Let me show you. This is what I have here, but there's so many of them, and maybe Miss Lillian's can actually. This is a favorite: turquoise, jade. Diva is a hot pink. It's really, really pretty. Peacock, awesome, and bronze, classic bronze. So I love Gilding Jewels. That's another go-to product. Now, let's see if any, oh, look at. Okay, I want to show you. Can you guys see the mercury changing? It's done its thing. It's done its magic. So I don't know if you guys can see that. So I'll go back and as with any of the paintings I do, they're always in layers. And until I see it right where I want it. Now, this right here is, I wanted to put a stencil on, but I already showed you a stencil. I showed you the egg. I showed you, gosh, pretty much everything that I wanted to show you tonight.
Tell them again about the paint they can win.
Oh, yes. Please like and share and comment and to enter into a drawing for Miss Lillian's 8-ounce chalk paint. Oh, look at that. We have, do that again, Mary. Okay, that's Mary. Our winner is Mary. Okay, Miss Lillian's, let me see. Let me scroll down here. Our winner is, okay.
Me! I'm the winner! Again!
Greg thinks he's the winner. Okay. Okay. I'm looking. I can't see. The winner is Mert.
Really?
Yes,
Yeah.
Mert.
Mert.
Congratulations, Mert. You're going to Mert Gathercoat. Okay. You're going to get yourself an 8-ounce jar of Miss Lillian's No Wax chalk paint. That's awesome, Sean and Sonia. You love Miss Lillian's chalk paints. Hi, Susie. Well, I just want to thank you guys for joining me tonight. And now I'm going to clean up my huge mess I made. And I hope you had a good time. And just remember, if you have any questions, just actually ask away. Miss Lillian's is great at answering. And if we can help you in any way, oh, thank you, Kimberly. I love the eggs too. I forgot about them and I was looking for something else and I happened upon a box of my mixed media box. So, okay, congrats. Okay, thank you, Carrie. Well, you guys have a good evening. And I'm sorry I took most of your evening up. So, we'll see you soon. Bye.